he's able to jump in anytime soon.
Oh. Can you send him the link, or do you need me to?
I don't know the link.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if I... What's up, everyone? Welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterbacks. Oh, good job, Brian. How
Thank
did you
you.
do that? How did you do that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't know. Can't say. Do I know anything anymore? Hi, John. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
How was it not being at the game on Sunday?
It was
Tell me.
really cool.
Tell me about it.
It
What
was
did
really
you?
cool. I got a lot of crap done in the morning.
What
I had to work during the
exactly?
game.
No, oh God, no, you didn't. What exactly, pray tell, did you get done in the morning? Family stuff,
In the
holiday
morning, I got
stuff.
family stuff done. I got some cleaning done, and I did have to work. So, sent some emails out, called a couple people, and then game time. I had to put a bunch of booklets together. Really
Booklets.
drab, boring stuff.
Well, I guess that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. I missed
Huh.
it. I missed tailgating. What's up, everyone? What's up, Maria?
There was plenty of parking spots early on Sunday. That's for sure.
But it filled up later?
It did fill up. It filled up quite nicely, and there weren't nearly as many Bengals fans there as I thought there would be initially. Um, but then I realized they suck, and they only
Yeah, they're
won
not going to come.
one game, so
They're not gonna...
they wouldn't travel as well as I originally thought.
I mean, I called, like I told you, right? I called 3 people. I had you call someone. I had our other season ticket holder friend call someone. Like, just not even asking for money. Just, hey, do they want to go? Oh, no, I got to go see about some white walls.
You
Just
know,
like,
yeah.
name it.
Oh,
And they're like, we got it. What's up, Bill? Bill says we need a new QB. Trade up.
wow.
That's a hot
I
take right
didn't.
there,
That,
Bill. Bill.
that's saying something. The guy that broke the rookie touchdown record last year all of a sudden is on the chopping block.
Yeah, what was that QBR this week?
It wasn't good, John. It's funny you should ask. I just had it in front of me. I don't know that I
Like
even want to
32,
relive it.
35.
38.9. He was a dismal 11 of 24 for only 192 yards and two
What the
interceptions.
hell is going on?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you.
Yeah.
It was hard to watch,
It,
especially since Cincinnati has the 32nd ranked rushing defense in the league, and in the first half alone, we ran the ball with the running backs a total of 6 times, 8 times total, counting Baker's 2 scrambles.
I felt like I could hear your boos and screams and what the fucks from my television.
I did. There were a lot of vulgarities. There were a lot of questions, as you know, along the lines of what in the fuck are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wasn't really keen on Freddie's answer in the presser after the game, where he made some comment along the lines of, "Well, I called some running plays. We had them dialed up, but we didn't get shit on them, so I wasn't about to call them again or something along those lines. It was almost like he said, you know what? We ran the ball, but we only got 2 yards on that play, so that I'm not calling that play again.
Yep.
Oh man.
It's weird, his decision making and his explanations. What's up, Tom? What's up, Scott? Hi, Scott.
Oh, wait a minute. Look, who do I see? Jim.
Hey,
where are you?
My name is Duck, and I'm here to. Are you gonna change your name? Are you gonna change? Are you gonna change your name, or are you keeping that?
Wow.
I didn't have time. I was running late, so I didn't have time.
Everything looks great, by the way. You came in, got the Nick Chubb jersey, a little crooked in the background, and got the slides ready to go. So
did the best I could. So
everyone welcome Jimmy in.
Best color man in the business.
They don't call him.
Not for nothing either.
Yeah, they don't. Oh, what's on the agenda today, James?
Well, Brian, I'm glad you asked. We got some quotes. We got some what the hell did we just watch? Here we go, brownies. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Ed is
one, so
well, you guys missed it. You know how every week. You know how every week.
You heard it here first.
What the hell did we just watch is the game review. Here we go, brownies are who are the exceptional standouts from the week before, or what are the stories of the week? And you heard it here first, our predictions for next week's game.
Right, yeah, I know how it works. It just feels like we didn't win again.
It's another win that feels like a loss.
Ed says teams are stacking the box and making Baker beat them.
Very well.
And he's not beating them.
Who's not?
Baker.
No.
He needs to throw more TDs.
He does.
He needs to throw more completions. 11 to 24. That's not going to set.
But John,
there's a lot of drops.
It's Freddie's fault that Baker, is not throwing more.
Execution has to go back to coaching with all these people that are headhunters out there.
All the armchair quarterbacks out there say all we have to do is fire the coach, and then everything will be fine.
Bring in a strong guy that's going to whip these guys into shape.
Hey,
like a Ron Rivera type? No.
Uh-oh. I was going to say next slide, and he left.
Mike McCarthy.
What's up, Aaron? Thanks for watching. Everybody share this video on your timeline so we can get all of your friends in here too. Whoa. He's got Milwaukee's best premium.
How you like that?
Take that, Odell, no.
Odell, no.
Odell, no.
Solid beers.
I'll tell you what, Odell can leave.
Let's do some quotes.
Fucking Greedy Williams with him.
You ready for some quotes?
Greedy did not have a good game.
Yes, he had a good season.
Man, it felt great. I was glad to finally get one.
Easy. Come on, John.
Hey, come. There's a couple in here.
That's your boy Ward on his pick 6.
Let's see it.
Definitely. Yeah, good call, Brian. Good call.
Oh, I like that the color guy has not looked at the slides yet.
Well, he just walked in the door.
Denzel Ward on his pick 6 versus the Bungles. What's up, Kirk? Thanks for tuning in. Next.
Keep moving along with
and not once did I complain nor sit out after their docs knew how bad my knee swelled up. Not one time did anyone offer up a rest day, but I'm tough, right? LOL. So fuck it.
I do like the quote. God, I heard this.
Is that Jalen Strong?
What's up, Tom?
No, but
Tom Pickett in the house.
In the hizzy.
And nobody says that anymore.
Fushizzy.
Nobody says that.
Only old Gen Xers. All right, you two both guessed. I don't see any others coming in. One of you got it.
Well, are we going to see who that was?
Wow. You pulled out an old quote.
Oh, and
you know what? He said that this week.
He just said it on Twitter like 2 days ago.
Because he's still pissed that he doesn't have a fucking job.
I called him preseason All-Pro, final roster cut, wide receiver Jalen Strong. And I missed an E in his name. It's Jaelen. Sorry, Jalen.
He'll be all right.
Oh, let me grab my...
Bill says, let's see how we end the season. I got money on 8-8. Let him go. Better off with a retread. Whoa, keep the coach. Let's
Like
keep
Ryan
it real.
Tannehill?
Would you like to read the quote, John?
OBJ wants out because he
In a
sees the
minute.
talent at QB. Oh, I don't know about that.
Whoa.
Keep
What?
going. Carry on with the quotes.
He has improved each and every week, man. Number one, his work ethic and his ability to study the game. Who said it? Who's he talking about?
I have no clue. I'm not afraid to admit it.
I'm not sure, but do we have one of those breaking news buzzer sounds to go with our
I wish we did.
presentation?
I wish we
I
did.
don't like that. No.
That one's not bad.
Why, did something happen we don't know about yet there?
No, I thought I saw something, but never mind.
What's
Keep
up,
going.
Chuck?
What's up, Chuck? Chuck Mello.
Thanks for
I
tuning
don't know
in,
about
brother.
this one.
I don't know. Carry on. Who
All right.
said it?
Go
Nobody knows.
That is defensive coordinator Steve Wilkes when asked about the progress of Mac Wilson.
I'm sure that's not what he said when asked about the progress of Grady Williams. Grady Wilson.
Someone needs to be in that room and asking him.
Oh, my God.
Overheard on the sidelines after person number 2 had scored. Person 1, I want to score a touchdown. Person number 2, I want to win.
I love it.
Who are both people?
Do you know who both people are? Obviously, you do, since you made the question. So.
I don't know. I did not hear this quote, so I can't.
Oh boy, I would say person 1 would be one of the receivers, like Odell or Jarvis. I don't know.
Carry on. Move along.
Well,
I
who's
hope
person
not.
2? Who's person 2?
Uh,
It says after person 2 had scored.
fine, Odell and Jarvis.
So
No.
Odell is person 1 and Jarvis is person 2.
Sure.
Odell, no. Do you have a guess?
No, I'm going to say person 1 is shit. I'll say person 1 is Odell
Demetrius
and
Harris?
person 2 is Hunt.
Let's look.
Let's look. Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
totally. That totally fits. Totally fits.
I thought you were going to get it when you hit the wide receiver. When you're
if I
like, it's a
would've
wide
thought about it
receiver?
more, yeah, I would have gotten it. That totally makes sense.
Yeah, and I don't even think it was this game, but someone tweeted it out, and I thought it was kind of cool.
All right, let's
all right,
move
until I hear
on.
something from Odell. Odell and my relationship is fine. I don't think there's any gotcha moment here.
Oh, that's Freddie.
No, I'm saying it's Baker.
Frederico.
Doesn't matter. Let's go. Nobody cares about these quotes. Not even the 2 people that can actually guess on them.
Freddie
There he is.
Kitchenberg.
Jimmy Kitchenberg with no hat on. It's a beautiful thing. I love it. Do you even want to get into stats today? Do we have more quotes?
What the hell did we just watch?
That's the question of the day. We watched, to quote the guy sitting next to me in the stands who was not John Spalding this week, at halftime, and I couldn't argue with him. He looks over at me and he goes, "Man, we're going to lose this fucking game." And that's all he said.
Wow.
And I looked at him and I just didn't have anything to say.
It
I
looked
thought
like
for
we
sure.
were going to.
Well, why are you showing me the stats from the Steelers game? The score from the Steelers game on that slide.
Ah,
You guys want to see the stats?
must not have changed that
Well,
one.
not that one right there.
I'm
The
gonna have to
final
change that
score
one.
was
Whoops.
the one you just had up.
Let's not go back to that. Everyone drink.
Everyone drink. You see the line. You know what to do.
Wasn't sure if you wanted to speed this thing along or not.
What did we
Well,
win?
we're-
27-17, 27-19?
27-19. And
There it is.
it was, oh, man.
They took a 3-point lead. We got a pick 6. They got it to 7-6. They took it to 13-7. Baker scored that weird, pretty
It
cool run where he slammed the ball onto the
Wow.
pylon.
There is some disturbing, or I don't know, disturbing is the right word, but eye openers here that I didn't even know.
Oh, you didn't realize that the Bengals had 27 first downs and we only had 17?
I had no idea they had 451 total yards.
You see, they had
333.
and they had the ball 9 minutes longer than we did.
Yes.
It was absolutely
Okay.
They were
Now
dominating us.
Oh, there's no reason we should have won that game. Absolutely not.
Here's an opportunity where I will take to defend Freddie. They had the ball. Oh, sorry.
We'll go back.
Now they had the ball so much in the first half. That's pretty much why Chubb didn't get more carries and Hunt didn't get more carries. I won't give Freddie that much.
Going 3 out didn't help.
Well, Baker threw the 2 picks, and since he was just fucking driving down the field every freaking
It was
time,
so bad.
Yeah, Wilkes' defense fucking blows.
So
I don't know what scheme he's trying to run, but it does not work.
I'm with you.
It's like a hybrid zone man, and it doesn't work.
It did work in the red zone, so I'll give him that much.
Well, I don't know if that has as much to do with the Browns, working as much as it did with the Bengals not working. Their play calling in the red zone was ridiculous. They threw the ball like 4 times that one drive. It made no sense.
Dalton is grossly inaccurate. I mean, he has terrible accuracy problems.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tom said, I thought we were going to blow it. I think that's how we all felt. Ed says
absolutely.
One of these slides was his favorite so far. I think it's that messed up one.
We gave up. You guys are missing the big picture here. We skipped through these stats. We're glossing over them. Joe Mixon had 146 rushing yards in this game. Where is our ability to even stop a guy? He averaged 6.3 yards. I would have never not given him the ball that game. And the only reason they didn't score that one time and we had the goal line stand is because they threw the ball 4 times that time.
Who, the Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been worse.
Yeah, but you know what?
All they had to do was run the ball. They would have scored on us. They were averaging so much per carry. It was ridiculous. And we couldn't stop them.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, though. We did stop them when they got close, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Like I said, but it's not because we played well enough.
Okay, you know what? Now, Steve, you're going to make this feel like we didn't win. We won the game.
It's hard, James.
We won the game.
It's hard.
All right. Well.
1, 2, 3.
In fact, you know what your record is for the last 5 games?
John's counting.
4-1.
Yeah, well.
4-1 in the last 5 games.
I would love to see the combined record of those teams that we played.
It doesn't matter. That's your schedule. You have to play who's on the schedule.
That's why this
on
team.
My schedule.
We all knew what the schedule was. We all figured we were going to get a bunch of wins at the end of the year. So don't act like it's a big fucking surprise.
Scott's already leaving.
No, the problem is it's not that
they're winning the games, aren't they?
It's not a surprise that we're winning. I'm not or sad that we're winning. It's how this team looks doing it.
Well, you know what?
When you go up against a decent opponent, they're going to get shellacked. They're never going to get any further than 7-9.
What was the score against Baltimore when we played them in Baltimore?
What week was that?
Well, does it matter?
4.
Yeah, it matters a lot. That was a long freaking time ago.
We'll see in 10
and
days.
They haven't done shit since then.
I thought all that mattered was
win.
Whether you win or lose is what matters, right?
We'll see in 10 days.
No, because they're not going to improve on last year's record.
They can. 8-8 is an improvement.
Because I'm pretty sure they're going to go 8-8.
8-8 is an improvement.
8-8 is an improvement.
I would love for them to go 8-8.
He doesn't think we're going to win this week.
I hate to tell you guys, but they're probably going to go 8-8.
I don't think we're going to win this week.
So you think we're going to go 7-9?
No, they'll beat.
Because you don't think we're going to beat Baltimore.
They'll beat the Cards and they'll beat the Bengals.
At this point, I don't.
Baltimore.
At this point, I don't know who can beat Baltimore.
Listen, we all know whose fault it is. It's Myles Garrett's fault.
Oh yeah, that'll
right. If he wouldn't have gotten suspended,
it's Myles Garrett's fault for being a hothead.
And Morgan Burnett for carrying Achilles.
Oh, you guys are a bunch of jerks. That's impossible. That has nothing to do with the offense averaging fucking 17, 18 points a game.
It's Myles Garrett and Todd Monken's fault.
Right. And we
We're
can
bringing
go
up
over that,
we're bringing up a
Brian.
game
Shall we move on?
from week 4 where we scored 40 points. So we don't want to talk about the one against San Francisco where we scored fucking 3.
Well,
Here's
our
the
I
quarterback.
mean, I'm just saying we're
our,
going to talk about the one game like
Let's
it's a
talk
hooray
about this
moment.
Our
for a
quarterback
second.
seems
Let's
to
talk
be
about this.
inept.
Let's talk about this.
He sucks.
So Baker Mayfield, yes, he sucks this year.
Excuse me.
And I keep
Well-
hearing that it's Freddie's fault. Now, I watched Baker throw, I don't know,
Duck
It's
after
like
duck,
24 passes.
He's-
It seems like he threw more.
rifling it off of his back heel
Now-
over people's heads.
Right. Off his back foot, bad mechanics, sidearm, not looking guys off. Just everything looks off. with
Freddie
him.
showed him how to be a bad quarterback in the
Right.
offseason, basically.
Is Freddie supposed to be the quarterback coach? I don't know. Do we have a bad quarterbacks coach? I don't know.
He's just
Do we
calling
have
the wrong
bad-
plays.
Do we have bad trainers? Apparently we do, according to Baker.
Wow.
You know, I mean,
Scott.
this guy is pissing me off lately. I got to admit, he is. I'm
What's
getting
up,
tired
Liz?
of it. Bullshit.
Let's see. What do we got here? Jarvis had, 7 targets, 4 catches. Odell had 5 targets, 2 catches. David Njoku had 3 targets, 1 reception for 4 yards, and he had that one basically ripped out of his hands. I think it was kind of a bullshit call myself, but it is what it is. Kareem Hunt had 2 for 40 on 3 targets.
Yeah, that one interception. I don't. Not only that, if it was a pick by the linebacker because he never never fully had possession of it, and he rolled off of him, he should have been down by contact right there.
Absolutely.
And they didn't. They let him go all the way to the 50
It's-
fucking yard line.
That's ridiculous.
The refs in this game. Did you guys see the one on the one Jarvis Landry? It was like a bubble screen in the middle of the field, and they were the Cincinnati Bengals challenged, and the ref came out there and he said the Bengals are challenging to see if there were no penalties on this play.
Yes,
That's
I
what
did
he
see
said.
that.
I didn't
He
know
said
you
it.
could do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like,
Holy
how does
shit.
this even happen?
Right.
Never heard
Now,
that one
you
before.
know it. If Freddie would have pulled that, he would have been crucified for
I've
that.
never heard a ref say that before. In almost every flag they threw on the
Right,
field, they
right.
had to have a little, convoy get together discussion about, well, was it a flag? Was it not a flag? And then they would either pick it up or they showed somebody, was it Jarvis again that got called for another illegal crackback block?
Yep. I believe that's
did.
right.
It was not. Did you guys saw the
No.
replay?
Yeah, it was not.
It was.
What-
it
It's
totally wasn't.
asinine.
I don't. That's his second one this season, and they showed it on the big screen, and we were all looking at each other like, "What the fuck are they talking about?
Right.
This is ridiculous." But still, the Bengals are challenging to make sure there were no penalties on this play.
So
I
they
didn't
were
know that was a
trying to
thing.
get a pass interference penalty? Is that what that means?
I think what they were trying to call was illegal blocking downfield because the linemen were so far in front of Landry on that play
Yeah.
that
Well,
they were already committed to blocks before the ball was
I'm
even thrown.
surprised the refs actually allowed that process to happen because you can't challenge nothing. There was no penalty call, so you can't do that.
Well,
I don't
this
think you
was
can do that.
It seemed like
this
they let
was
him.
the second game this season that we got an upstairs review downstairs for pass interference, defensive pass interference in our favor.
Wow. Yeah.
We got
Well,
one in
yeah,
the Miami game, and we
right.
got one in this game. Nobody knew what was going on.
I
until
was,
they-
you know what? I was surprised. The
showed
one,
and that was the one on the pick. That was the one on the interception, which should have been the third interception of the game.
Right. Yeah, I was surprised that one got called because I'm like, there's no way this is getting overturned because of everything we've seen all season.
Right.
Is that they've never done it,
And
and then they fucking overturned it. So that
we
was good.
we got two in essentially what was a meaningless game against a
Right.
shitty opponent.
hey, that
Both
helped
of them.
us. It
The
helped
Dolphins
us.
game and the Bengals game, not in any of the games that would have actually.
Right, maybe because for once we were actually the better team than the other crappy teams, so they just gave us the benefit of the doubt.
They just
Tom,
figured,
Do every
yeah.
fucking team. So
Hey, Duck, Bill agrees with you. He says it's Baker.
totally, yep, yeah, he sucks.
We have this coming in from Bill. I'm going to read it verbatim.
He
'cause I don't
sucks
know what it
this
means.
year. I'm not
It says
saying he
Brian's
sucks in
seat
general.
is cleaned by Baker. You know it's his house. He should be cleaning seats for a living.
I think he's referring to
Oh!
that.
Browns
that
beat Arizona by 3. He's out.
I
We've
think-
already lost. We've lost Scott and Bill. They have better
I-
stuff to do. Okay, guys, fine.
I think Bill's referring to that stupid commercial where he's using the dust buster.
Yeah.
And Bill, before you leave, can you give us at least a couple of numbers here besides Browns beat Arizona by 3?
Yeah, you got to give a
21-18.
Gotta give a point spread.
Something like that.
Tom says it didn't seem like the refs were screwed us this week, which is true.
Well, no,
We
we didn't.
We did a good enough job of shooting ourselves in the foot. Why is no one talking about this? Is the second game that Garrett Gilbert has come in for an attempt and has lost a yard. Why is no one upset about this? This guy has -2 points for the year, or -2 yards for the year.
Well,
But,
you know, that's
a disturbing stat that I did hear on Sunday was somebody for the a wide receiver for the
Hey, what's up, Glenn?
wide receiver for the Panthers, I think, or some team came in, attempted a pass, was incomplete, and he had a higher quarterback rating than Baker Mayfield did.
That's terrible.
Ed
Let's-
Levon says Browns 31, Arizona.
Dude,
One.
I hope you're right, Ed. Oh, Bill said 21-18, Arizona.
Wait, we're not there yet, dudes.
Well, there's some of these people are fucking
people
done
obviously
with
have
us
other shit to
already.
do. They got to go fill out some Christmas cards. Let's go
All
to
right,
the
should we
defense.
move along?
That's a sheer sign we need to move
Are
on.
we happy with offensive stats?
Oh,
there
yeah.
really isn't anything
There's
to talk.
no, we're not
besides
happy with
Chubb,
them. There were no offensive stats.
Besides Chubb, who once again had
Look at
another
that. We got a
100-yard
pick
rushing
6. Sheldrick Redwine had eight combined tackles, 6 solo. Joe Schobert had another okay game.
game. I'm sorry, it's Pro Bowl.
Now, can I shout out Sheldon
Larry
Richardson
Ogunjobi.
has
Sheldon,
been phenomenal the
he
last
had-
like 4 weeks.
Sheldon Richardson
It's true.
is playing very well these days.
He has.
Quietly, he's taking care of business.
Yeah, he's definitely picked up his game the last 4 or 5 weeks for sure.
The linebackers
Gilbert,
actually,
awesome as
the
usual.
linebacking core is actually
Mac
playing
Wilson,
really well.
good.
Yep.
Where's
TJ
my-
Carey, not bad.
There's
No.
my boy Greedy
No.
Williams, man. He sucks. I don't care if you guys want to argue about that all day. I will. I can't stand that guy. He shouldn't be on the field.
Hey, still doesn't
But
look
yeah,
good in
like
coverage.
you guys said, the Browns were getting gashed in the run game all game.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Gashed.
And Greedy just doesn't look good in coverage yet. I don't know what his problem is.
Now,
No, I think he's nervous. I don't know what it is. He's your prototypical cornerback that wants to give too much cushion because he's afraid he's gonna get burned. And when it's I keep saying it, when it's 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, you can't play 10 yards off the
yeah,
ball.
but is he being coached to do
That's what I don't know because right now
I don't
Wilkes' defense is so shitty. I don't.
right.
I don't know
we
what the problem is.
We don't know. All right.
You know, but then
Because-
and then that we have a lack of veteran leadership at that position right now. Anyway, to go over and tell them, hey man, fucking move up.
well,
help these young
missed
guys
Morgan
out.
Burnett,
Yep.
Morgan Burnett, they missed for sure. But Schobert should be able to, say a couple.
Well,
Moose.
Schobert's not going to be able to tell the corners where they should and shouldn't play. He's got other young guys he's got to worry about, like Taki out there just flying around the field, who did a respectable job on Sunday. I have to say, saw his name a couple of times. I think he had that way late hit out of bounds early in the game, which was just stupid.
Someone just flied up an angry emoji. I don't know if it was directed at us or our thoughts or
Probably.
Swagger Jr.
Oh, fucking swagger.
Like we care.
I will say this. They at least only had the drum line perform twice in this game, which was nice.
Austin Seibert was perfect.
He did play. He was, and
Way to
I'll
go,
tell you what,
Austin!
that 54-yarder was. It might not
Did it
have got
look
very
good?
high off the ground. It wasn't very high off
And-
the ground. It was dead nut center, which was fine.
That was our end of the dog pound, right? That was our end
That
of the
was-
field, wasn't it?
It was coming right at us.
Yeah, so that's awesome. If you can drill it right down the middle on that side of the stadium, keep
Hey.
going, Austin. Keep going,
Hey.
buddy.
And no
I could have
bullshit.
sat there, but
It was windy that day.
Sorry.
It was very windy. So when they lined up for it, I said, "Well, this has got to be a punt or a fake, and they're going to try to draw them off sides." And He,
He booted
Hey,
it.
hey,
yeah,
and
it
what's
was a low
today's date?
screamer. Today is the 11th of December.
Did Gillen have some good punts? It looks like he only had 2.
I
One
get
of
to hang
them
out
was
with you guys on the 22nd.
I think one of them was a 29-yard shank job off the left side of went off the side of his foot.
Was it supposed to happen? So it was bad.
It was bad.
What was the punt?
Jamie Gillen had a bad punt early in the
It
game.
happens.
Yeah, I mean
It wasn't the wind.
If we had to take, no, it was not the wind. If we had to take Jamie Gillen's performance so far this year as a whole,
A+.
yeah, I would definitely say that. Actually, special teams, it's still ranked in the top 7 in the league. I think.
Okay.
Oh, you know.
We could find that.
And Dontrell Hilliard did both kick and punt returns.
Yeah, was Tavier Thomas hurt?
Yeah, I
this
think he
week?
got hurt the last game.
Yeah, but you know what?
Okay.
Considering the NFL has basically eliminated returns of any kind, our coverage units have been great in the kicking game. Aside from Seibert's couple misses, has been really good too. So
Agreed.
Yeah.
definitely Prefer is doing his job on the
Homophobe.
Whoa.
for sure.
I think we are undefeated at home since the invention or God, what's the word I'm looking
There you
for?
go.
Introduction of SJ.
Yeah.
Is that
We're
right?
4-0.
There's a blue line right
Okay.
there. I just want you to know.
Drink. Browns' highest graded player on defense versus Bengals was Sheldrick Redwine for the second straight game.
That's
7
great.
tackles and why are you going to be hating on him? You hate on
man.
Greedy,
I
who
said
doesn't
that's great.
perform. That doesn't sound like you're very positive.
I said that's great.
Browns' Jarvis Landry was the team's
I'm
highest
glad you
graded player
brought
on
up
offense.
Sheldrick red wine, by the way.
Why? Is that what you're drinking?
But
I
not
love
only
your
that,
I love your wine glass, James.
it's a weird one.
Nice.
The only thing that was clean. That's a Dorsey pick, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so there for all your Dorsey haters, there you go. The guys.
You got to
doing
give
good.
these guys a year or two, man.
Right, totally.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
So
Yeah,
Jarvis
well,
Landry. What? What were you going to say? You going to
sometimes-
rattle on about?
Well, you were saying you got to give these guys a year or two, and sometimes you can just fucking tell.
So
Right from the get-go.
Me and you arguing over Greedy is the next storyline for the 2020 season.
oh,
I
Brian doesn't like
I didn't
Greedy.
say that. I didn't say that.
I like Greedy.
Yeah, you don't know your ass from your elbow.
See? This is just some bullshit. This is how it starts. All right, let's look at the next. Here we go, Brownies. There's some good ones over here.
Everyone happy with Jarvis?
Yeah, he's awesome. He's doing great. He's our best
Is
wide
he our
receiver.
number one?
Ah, he's only our number one because Odell takes double teams away from him. So if
Oh.
what?
he has anyone to thank for this season, it's his buddy who,
Well, but the days are gone of them saying,
Right.
"Hey, we'll just double team Odell and they can beat us some other way."
I don't think
Because
those
they beat
days are
him
gone.
Here we go.
They beat him every single week with
I don't
with
think
Landry.
those days are gone. But they're still double teaming Odell
I'll tell you what.
every game.
I wouldn't double team Odell because he hasn't done anything to prove to me needs to be double teamed.
He hasn't proved anything because he is being double teamed.
4 years in a row, this guy's been injured, and guess what? He's injured again with a sore dick or something.
But he plays
He's
every
playing
fucking
every game.
game. And
He's playing every game.
he was
I'm not saying
downfield
that.
on that
Can't say
Nick
that.
Chubb run, blocking his
Oh.
guy.
Yeah, I
What-
saw that too. That
Come
was
on, dude. That guy's
Yeah.
doing everything. No.
Here we go again.
No. You're
But-
ridiculous with
but-
this.
It's
You're
another-
ridiculous with this. I don't know what it is with you and having animosity towards wide receivers, but it is asinine.
right.
Here
You
we
don't
go.
like Antonio Callaway.
That's fine. Whatever. Fuck Antonio Callaway.
Now it's fucking Antonio Callaway. Before you wanted to blow him in the locker room
Listen,
because your favorite player, you're going to run out and grab
Josh
his
does
jersey.
he
Gordon. I mean, what did he ever do?
Josh Gordon, Johnny Manziel, it doesn't matter. These guys are a bunch of dickheads, and John
Odell
thinks
is
they're
not
not
a
getting a
dickhead.
fair shake.
Odell's not a dickhead. Odell has been
Yeah.
double teamed all year, and Odell has thrown out some vicious blocks this season. And I bet, I bet there's a videographer out there that's going to put together a compilation video of all of his good blocks.
I'm sure the Patriots have video of it, considering they were at the game.
They have video of everything.
Oh man, that's great. All right, so we talked about Sheldon Richardson earlier, and we have Larry Ogunjobi. They finished 6th and 7th respectively in run defense in
Not
week
surprised.
14. So they're stepping up in the absence of Miles Garrett.
That's terrific.
So
bitter. So bitter.
you guys have heard the term setting the edge on defense.
I've heard it. Yeah, you've said
Well,
it a couple
that
times. I don't
definitely
know
was-
what it means.
It was not happening.
No, I was just gonna say I've heard it. I sure as hell didn't see it on
Right.
Sunday.
Right.
Miles Garrett and Olivier Vernon were definitely missed in this last game. Terribly missed. God, just look at the video. It was
Are they just
awful.
going to shut Olivier Vernon down?
I don't.
I mean,
Obviously,
he's been pointless this year.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a good point.
huge disappointment. He had like one good game that I can remember.
Couple of good,
he was just
couple of
starting to
nice
come on.
takeaways.
Yeah, he was just starting to come on, but that knee's been bothering him. I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, so then they sat him out this time to try to play him today. To me, or to try to play him Sunday, I'd have him sit out against Arizona and make sure he plays for Baltimore if you're going to keep playing him.
Well,
You could
Jimmy's-
see him hobbling off the field.
Jimmy is so bored with your line of bullshit right now. He's eating crackers.
Wyatt Teller made our team of the week for his performance against the
I know it's
Bengals.
unprofessional. I
Wyatt
know.
allowed no pressures and 29 pass blocking snaps en route to an 88.2 pass blocking grade.
Hey, how about that?
Third
I
among
mean-
74 qualifying week 14 guards.
I mean, there were a couple really nice takeaways from this game. Penalties were down. We only had 6 for 30 yards. That's not terrible considering where we were earlier in the season, and we only gave up 1 sack for 5 yards.
So
We
Wyatt
beat-
Teller,
Come on.
We beat a
Offensive
bad
line
team, and our quarterback
well.
played like shit.
Yeah, we didn't. Now we very well could have held the ball a little bit longer and had some more plays
You know what,
on
though?
offense, and that
We
would
had
have
a
been
pick
fine.
six. We had a pick six. We had a good rushing score to come out of the.
I think John makes a good point,
We
though.
did. We did not help the Bengals extend bullshit drives with penalties and stupid plays.
Yeah.
That was
They got off the field when they needed to, like you said
Right.
earlier, Jim. In the red zone, they did what needed to be done. So they
They did, and you know what? It really is hard to win when your quarterback plays as bad as Baker did.
well. They
What is
almost
he
won. In
doing?
they almost won in spite of it.
And the Browns still won the game, so that is a plus, you know, in the huge scheme of things. But God, Baker, what the hell
I
is
just
going on?
and that's probably what makes me so upset about
What
this
are
whole
you
thing.
doing?
I don't see the leaps and bounds I expected to see this season
Oh
on
no!
either side of the ball. We're
Regression.
squeaking by and winning in spite of our quarterback play, winning in spite of the way the plays have been called. It's almost like, what the fuck is going on with this? So
Well, you
I'm
know
not,
what? Though?
I'm not talent on paper guy. I don't give a shit what it says on paper. You should win. This guy should do this. He should do that. He's no. You show it on Sundays, and when you don't see it physically in front of you on the field, it's like, fuck, what are we watching here? And why are we even bothering to show up?
And that's what I
'Cause
don't
they're
like about.
not.
That's what I don't like about all of this Fire Freddy stuff. Because here's
That-
why. This is an
Exactly.
arranged marriage.
Exactly.
Freddie was hired on
Exactly.
Saturday. The 2 coordinators were announced on Sunday. I know
Yep.
for damn sure that Freddie did not get to present a list or do any type of interviewing. This was Dorsey's arranged marriage. So
Yep.
you're either going to blow it up after this year because it didn't go how you wanted and it's going to be all sour grapes and whining, or you're actually going to stick by your arranged marriage and you're going to give it another year. And this is all on Dorsey.
Oh, well, you know, Dorsey's not blowing up
I-
anything because he will not stand there and be the one that's made to look stupid and say, oh, I made a mistake.
Which
He
is-
doesn't have to be because he's the GM.
So
he's not going to.
they're
Right.
either going to change coordinators or they're going to keep it the same. I don't
What's the
think
difference?
he's going anywhere.
Well, what's the difference in? Are you referring to
He's
changing
not,
offensive
he's not.
coordinators?
Freddie is not going anywhere.
That's the thing. You could change offensive coordinators all you want. At this point, I have no idea what Monken even does on this team.
Neither do I.
Right.
Freddie's calling the plays, and he's driving the ship.
But like
he might
John
be the one
said,
steering it into the iceberg, but Monken is just in the back.
Freddie was just given Todd Monken.
Well,
Dorsey's like, here you go.
He
Here's
was
this
given
guy.
both.
So what do they
Well-
do next year? Does Freddie announce that Monken has been fired and they bring in
Same thing with
another
Wilkes, too, so
another Patsy offensive coordinator and Freddie still continues to call the plays? And we're going to be right back where we are now. It's going to be the same thing.
I just think whenever the Browns do something bad and they play bad, everyone says, "Oh, fire Freddie," which is the bullshit move that all the armchair quarterbacks do. They say it's always the coach's fault. When you really look at what's going on here, and what really
Right now, your quarterback is playing like shit, regardless of who the coach is.
Well, exactly. That's the point. You have a quarterback playing like shit.
when your quarterback plays like shit, you don't win.
You have wide receivers that are not on the same page, and you have a total lack of execution.
Now we have to figure out whether the quarterback is playing like shit because the quarterback is playing like shit, or the quarterback is playing like shit because the offensive coordinator is putting in a position to play like shit.
Okay, well then
that's
Freddie and Todd Monken. True, but
we don't know the answer to that question, which is what makes it so frustrating for everybody. Does Baker look at? I mean, I don't want to go back to last year where he broke the rookie touchdown throw and pass and all this shit records. That's all fine and great. It was the same guy that was telling him what to do. So why this year does it look like these guys went out on Saturday night and got fucking loaded and showed up hungover?
I think Odell is definitely part of the problem, not the problem, but. When you have a guy like that, you feel like you have to get him his targets. So I think Baker definitely looks to him more so during the plays when he should be just scanning the field and seeing who's open and letting the play develop. He's trying to force the ball to Odell, and that doesn't help at all.
I think sometimes he doesn't. I think that Baker sometimes doesn't see the field real well. I think he locks into who he's going to throw it to, and he just does it regardless.
But I think that's because he has Odell too.
I don't know if he's not reading the defense correctly. And then there's
a
lot of that has.
He sails a lot. He's sailing a lot of balls. He's sailing a lot of balls over people's head.
Earlier in the season, the problem was the play calling getting called into him too late. So the time he got up to the line of scrimmage, he didn't have a chance to survey the defense to make a change.
Yep.
He had 7 seconds on the play clock. He had to snap it whether he wanted to or not. He couldn't look at him and go, "Shit, I can audible to a run here," because. But now it's gotten a little bit better. It's just not. It's still not what it needs to be.
It's a nitpick. It's a minor nitpick.
But it's a big.
When he's a young guy. He's going to do shit like that.
Well, that's not so much him as it was from the coaches getting the plays into him too late. He's standing on the sidelines, staring at the sidelines with his hands up like, "Hey, guys," and tapping his ears on his helmet going, "Give me the play." By the time he gets back to the huddle and they actually line up, there's only 7 seconds left.
He doesn't have a chance. Pressure on him.
That's what I mean. Now that
read the defense,
that has to change. If you can get to the line with 12, 15 seconds, like some of the Tom Brady's and Aaron Rodgers, and look and go, "Hey, wait a minute, this guy's coming. I need to audible this to a run left because the linebacker's stacked on the right."
But
shit, it doesn't work.
A lot of times, those quarterbacks are actually calling the fucking plays anyway. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they hear.
That's a good point.
Those guys probably hear it in their helmet, but if they don't want to run it, they're going to audible out of that anyway.
You at least got to give the quarterback like 10 seconds to scan the D and see what the fuck's going on for sure. Yeah.
Sheldrick Redwine is the 5th rated safety over the last 2 weeks.
Really? Wow.
We got to move on though. We got to get out of here because all of our viewers are out of here already.
Do you blame them?
Hey, do you have any results from the last
Brian, do you have results?
Oh, we do have some results. It's funny you should ask. Only because I was given the numbers from John. I wasn't there. I apologize. I had to attend Graham's 99th birthday last week. You guys may have seen the video on Facebook.
I heard you yelling at her to blow out her candles because you guys wanted to eat.
That wasn't me. That was another Brian, actually.
It sounded just like you.
Yeah, I was the one holding the video sideways. I don't know why or how I did that.
Worst videographer ever.
I know that Glenn was really pushing for his point this week. And I'm not saying he's 100% wrong. But after we're reviewing the tape and going by the margin of victory and the predictions that were made, we have to give a split point this week. Can you believe it? It's the first time ever in history. So right now, as it stands, Glenn gets a half a point this week, and Connie gets a half a point this week. So those two are both leading right now with 2.5 points. We still have a smattering of people that have 1.
Wow.
Myself and Jimmy included. John so far has none.
If I get the next 3 correct though,
but there are 3 weeks
if
left.
I get the next 3 correct and the 2 people in the lead lose the next 3, I am still in the hunt.
You can still
right.
get
still
in on this. And
all right. So Connie,
yeah.
I want you to beat Glenn, so I want you to start getting your predictions in here. I don't see you as even watching, so hopefully someone will get the message to you.
John, what is your prediction this week? What are you thinking? Who do you like? How are you feeling?
I don't want to do mine just yet. I want to read a couple other ones. We got did we get Bills?
I got Bills 21-18. He says Browns by 3. So he's got it as a squeaker, and he might not be far off. I'd be surprised that we score 21 points, though, because we just don't seem to do that.
And did we get Ed's?
Ed Levon,
Browns 31, Arizona 20.
Yeah.
I like that one. Arizona has a weak secondary.
Very.
They have a good offense, though. I'm very scared about that. So
you know who's
decent offense.
You know who's reborn in freaking Arizona right now? It's probably the best thing that ever happened to his career.
Zane Gonzalez.
Kenyon Drake getting traded from the Dolphins to the Cardinals is the best thing that's ever happened to him.
You don't think Zane Gonzalez
don't
is
the
a good
Cardinals
story?
have like Chandler Jones or one of those good pass rushers?
Very well could be.
I think they do.
Don't know.
Don't know jack shit about Arizona.
As far as that's where Ricky Seals Jones came from the Cardinals.
That's where Freddie Kitchens came from, man. 11 years of NFL experience.
Yeah, Chandler Jones. He can attack the quarterback for sure.
So I'm not looking forward to us not being able. If we couldn't contain the run this past week, I'm not looking forward to this week because not only does Kenyon Drake run the ball very well, but he also catches the ball very well out of the backfield. That's going to be. We're going to have to. Liz just got her. Tom and Liz just threw their picks in there. Tom
I see.
Tom says Browns 22. In Madden, this is a nail biter. Arizona 21.
Wow.
And then there's Liz P. And we couldn't forget about her. She's always
Cardinals
here.
still have Patrick Peterson.
Low scoring game this week. She says Browns 17, Arizona 14.
Do they have a good run defense? I mean, we just played against the Bengals and we looked like shit, and they're the worst defensive team in the league.
Worst.
I just don't understand how this offense blows so bad.
I don't get it either because, like you said, the Bengals secondary is literally the worst secondary in the NFL.
Well,
Baker couldn't even get 200 yards.
If it makes you feel any better, on paper, this team looks really good.
What team?
You know what? I'm ready for my prediction.
The Browns?
On paper. Remember?
I'm gonna take the Cardinals 24, Browns 20.
Oh,
He's betting with his head and not his heart.
Dick.
Yeah.
Way to go, Jimmy. I respect you for that. I don't
want it to happen, but
I don't like it. But you know what? Arizona right now is ranked 24th in rushing yards per game.
That's it. What are they ranked in passing yards per game?
Not great.
I don't know. That's not.
Is that offense or defense?
That was defensive. Yards
defensive yards allowed. Okay.
Per game, they're 24th, and in the last 3 games, they average giving up 102 yards per game. I'll tell you.
Rushing?
Last week, they gave up 140 rushing yards.
Defense, John. But they do.
You asked me what their defense gives up. I don't know what
they have Chandler Jones. Well, they have some good guys on defense. They're not totally worthless like the Bengals.
Is their offense any good? Is Kyler Murray any good?
Decent, man. Kyler Murray is decent.
And Kyler Murray isn't
he 5'8"? Isn't he
Larry
shorter than me?
Still decent.
What's his name? Kyler Murray is a very
elusive.
Yeah, I guess that's a good word to describe him. He's a short guy.
John's prejudiced against short people.
No, No. I'm in the same boat with short people, man. I'm glad when they achieve success.
Right.
Oh my God, you guys are gonna love this stat.
Oh, here
I
we
hope
go.
you do. As far as opponent, as what NFL defenses give up to their opponents in yards per game, the Arizona Cardinals right now are 32nd in the league. Their defense gives up an average of 414 yards per game.
All right,
We
I
are
got my
playing-
prediction.
We are playing the league's worst defense right
All
now.
right,
I
I'll
got my
change my
prediction.
prediction.
I am changing it.
I'm
Wait,
changing mine.
what did
No.
Glenn say?
Glenn
said,
has not chimed in yet.
I
Chubb
gotta
is going
go.
to break off an 80-yard touchdown run. I like that.
I'm gonna wait for Glenn so I can do a Price is Right on his ass.
Right.
I have-
do it. Do it. Do it.
I got
Plus,
nothing
you
from
should make
Glenn.
Glenn do the first prediction every fucking week.
Yeah.
now,
Well,
the rest of the season.
right. That's what they need. That's what they should do. We're gonna have to fix this for next year.
Tom Pickett did say that Chubb's going to break off an 80-yard touchdown run.
I think he can.
All right, give it to me, John. Don't be shy.
I'm going 31-24 Browns then.
All right.
31. Boy, we're going to scoring frenzy.
We're gonna fuck them up.
Oh, whoa. This is a fucking family
And I'm
show.
gonna be at Gene's joint drinking a lot of dollar beers.
Not a
Dickhead.
family show.
Oh, no.
This is uploaded to YouTube as not family friendly.
All right. Well, I don't have a prediction from Glenn. I don't know where he is. I have no way to get a hold of him. He
Fuck
says
him.
it says he's watching, but it doesn't say anything other than that.
Fuck 'em.
So hey, like you said, he doesn't get it in. He's just going to be 1 point behind somebody. Fuck him.
Oh, he'll get it in. Slap
Oh.
John Logan.
Yeah, for sure he will. This is like his pride and joys.
I'm going to. I'm gonna hope and pray that the Browns
Anybody
offense,
else?
in some way, shape, or form,
How many
these
viewers
guys
we have? Like 6?
get on the same
Less than
page
that.
this week. And I'm gonna say
We
the
had
Browns are going to score 27. And you know what? Fuck
We need
Kyler
Big
Murray,
Al
whatever his
back.
name is. Arizona's going to score 13.
See, you always do this, man. You talk shit and dog the Browns the whole episode, and then you always pick blowouts.
Yeah.
I didn't really think that was a
He goes.
blowout.
Oh, 26-13 for
Oh,
us.
it's 27-13.
27-13 for us.
Well, I like to think
That's
that we're going to be able to hold them to a lot more field goals than touchdowns. I
hope
don't,
so.
You know, I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. We will see. I can't, it gets hard when you don't know anything about the other team because I haven't watched one of their games this year.
Nick Chubb, there he is.
Nick
There
Chubb.
he is.
Wow, that thing's really crooked.
I'm really crooked.
Leading rusher in the NFL.
I got my Baker Mayfield cup today. It's in the dishwasher.
By the way,
Suzanne hates it.
let's point this out too.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Don't be shy.
Let's go to the last
Chubb.
slide and then point it out. Nick Chubb, what?
Yeah,
Leads the league in yards and carries. So all
Next
the
slide.
dumbasses that keep saying we need to run Nick Chubb more. Well, how much
They
more
are.
is one to run?
Yes, they're running him.
They're not-
35 fucking times a game. This
He's
is not
a beast.
1980.
Whoa.
You're not
You
running
tell
John
him.
Wiggins
You tell
44
him.
times a game. It's not Eric Dickerson running 39 times a game.
Now, I think people would like to.
2020, sorry.
I think if you asked most people, they would like to see Chubb get 20 to 25 carries a game, and Hunt get
That's
10,
what he's getting.
and Hunt get 10 or 15, somewhere around there. They would love us to be a run-first team
Well,
because with those two guys in the backfield, you feel like you're unstoppable.
I think that he is.
What
I
does
think
Freddie
Hunt's
do?
gonna.
He
I
comes
think,
out throwing the ball all over the field against a 32nd ranked rushing defense, and then comes out in the second half and basically they walked down the field
Did
for
you
that
ever
touchdown.
think that may have been a plan?
What were you going to do? Wait until the game was out of reach before it
But
doesn't
no.
matter.
Against the Bengals, Baker fucking threw the 2 picks, and then Cincinnati had like 20 minutes of possession in the first half. The
Baker's
Browns
fault.
literally ran 20 plays.
38
in the first half.
QB
They had 9
yards.
running plays,
38
so I'm
QB yards.
sorry.
You
know,
got to
it wasn't
expect
Freddie's
more
fault.
from your. You got to expect more from your Heisman Trophy first round number 1 overall pick in the draft, Baker,
You have to.
We've
who
seen-
did not
You
show
definitely
up.
have.
He did not
We've
show up, and he looked like shit.
He looked like shit, and he has to be held to a higher standard. I can't believe people are still fucking
Let's blame Freddie for calling pass
fucking
plays
Baker's nuts.
rather
Like
than
that
blaming
guy.
the quarterback for playing
When-
like an asshole.
I'll tell
He's
you what.
playing like shit.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Gloves off.
If you ran out and bought yourself a Baker Maker,
What?
Baker,
A Baker
I can't
Maker?
even say it. If you ran out and bought yourself a Baker Mayfield jersey, I hope you kept the fucking receipt.
You
That's all
better,
I'm
buddy.
saying.
You might be cashing it in next year, seeing what value you can get out of it. All right, everyone. I was Wednesday night quarterbacks for tonight.
Here
Here
we
we go,
go.
Brownies. Here we go. Throw more
Here we go.
TDs.
How
See
about
you
those
next
more
Wednesday.
completions?
We won the game, and it still feels like we lost the game. It's just,
See, Wednesday, probably.
why? I don't understand.
You had to watch it, James. It was brutal to watch.
Oh,
The stands themselves, it was like everyone that was there was thinking of other things that they could do. Like
Oh my
right
God,
now,
that's
I
terrible.
could be doing there were so many empty seats in our section.
right. And that's the reason me and John didn't go to the game.
John, you know those
That's
guys that are
exactly the
always
reason.
there in front of us?
Oh, yeah.
Senior, they call the one guy
Yeah,
senior,
they
and then
weren't
all
there.
those kids. None of them were there. They sold their tickets to some.
Yep.
Right.
I don't know who they were.
I had 2 different ticket opportunities to go, and I passed on both. I did stay.
Yeah,
After
when
that
I talked to-
Steelers loss. After that Steelers loss.
Yeah, that was it for
When
me.
I
was
talked to
it.
Sturmack on Saturday, I fully intended to say to him, "Hey man, I'm not going to be there tomorrow. Please take my ticket." And then he told me, "I got all these people coming. We got all this chili. I already made it and all this." I was like, fuck, I'm stuck now.
There were people coming? He had people coming?
He did have, Ventresca and Donnie were there. And then he had this fucking Leno's daughter and her boyfriend. A couple other people strolled over. So there was people that came up to say hi. And it was like, luckily it turned out to be 50 degrees because in the morning it was like, why the fuck am I here? Why do we even bother?
My Uncle Greg just sent me a text. He's very angry. He must be watching the show and unable to comment. He says, goodbye to OBJ, Jarvis Landry, and thankfully Freddie Kitchens and Frankie Lindor. Now, I don't know if the thankfully is meant for
Okay.
Frankie Lindor.
First of all, Jarvis is not going anywhere. He's under
No.
contract.
They're both under contract till 2022.
Yeah, so he's fine.
Maybe
You couldn't-
Freddie.
Odell.
You
I
couldn't
don't
get
even think you mentioned Odell. Freddie's definitely going to be back.
You couldn't get
Sorry,
a
dudes.
fucking bag of used jocks for Odell right now.
Lindor, I would definitely trade Lindor now or
Oh, yeah.
mid-
He's got to be traded now. He's got to be
I
traded
would
now.
think.
But he also said Arizona 30, Browns 18.
All right, there you go.
Uncle
Great,
Greg,
great comment.
Uncle Greg used to call into the show when we first started.
what did he say?
I remember-
Arizona
I
30. He said Arizona 30, Browns 18.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
very
see
angry.
that. I definitely think it's a
Wow.
close game.
Well,
He's
hey,
been listening to my Uncle Bob too much.
Well,
Well, you know what?
shut
Hey,
up, Uncle Bob.
at this point, though,
I'm going to give him your address.
let's be honest. They've done nothing this year consistently to make you think they're going to continue to do anything from week to week to week. You never know what you're
No.
going to get.
Agreed.
Oh, I know, but I think this week again is an opportunity to beat a weaker, inferior team with an
It's,
inferior coach, if I must say.
it's
I
very,
don't. Cliff Kingsbury is a joke, if you ask me.
it's very difficult for any team to travel across the country to play.
It's tough. But the Browns have too much talent, even with the injuries and suspensions, to lose to
On
the
pa-
Cardinals. There's no excuse.
You forgot to include
No excuse.
on paper. They have too much talent on
Ryan, there is
paper.
no excuse.
No, there absolutely is no excuse. I'm going to change my
None.
prediction right now. Browns
0.
12, Arizona 35.
I did pick the Cardinals.
But you're right, James. talent-wise, if you match him up, can you name three? I mean, besides Murray and Kenyon Drake, only because he got traded there, and that other, not Steven Carlson. Whoever you name that was on defense, that's a badass. You said he can really get after the quarterback. I don't even know who he is.
Oh, Chandler Jones.
Yeah, you can't name anybody on that team.
He's fucking good.
Where you can name Chubb, Hunt, Baker, Odell, Landry. If you want to go as far as Higgins, fucking Njoku. There's so many guys on this team that have made a name for themselves, whether this year or in years past. And then there's other teams that have no fucking. We lost to a fucking 2 quarterbacks this year, never took snaps in the NFL before.
Yeah, you're right, and that's a good point because.
Fuck.
And like you just pointed out, like the Cardinals actually do have some decent players.
Yeah.
Don't both of those losses go back to the defense?
Which
Denver,
the Broncos.
And, what's his nuts?
Oh, absolutely.
The fucking Steelers.
But you know what? It was the same thing in those 2 games. We couldn't sustain a drive, and when we did, we got shit.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. Is like this defense, like is suspect, and the offense is just like inept. It's weird.
What did you lose to Duck Hodges because of your defense or because your offense couldn't score enough points?
It was actually in that game.
You lost to Duck Hodges because of the defense. You
Yeah,
couldn't
they
do anything
gave
on
up-
offense because the line sacked his ass like 5 times.
I mean, yeah, they literally gave up 3 or 4 big, huge chunk plays in that game on just Hail Mary passes, essentially, and stupid penalties. That's how you lost to the Steelers in that game.
Our good friend Big Al just texted me and said Freddie was hired because of his relationship with Baker. Well, Baker ranks dead last in every statistical category.
It's probably because of Freddie's coaching. Freddie is coaching Baker down to be as bad a quarterback as he was.
Okay. You agree with that, John?
You should tell Al he needs to get his ass back on this fan cast next week and talk to us directly. None of this texting bullshit.
All right.
All right, everyone. Well, we managed to talk for an hour. See what happens when you don't show up, Ryan? We have to go double the next week.
Shut up. Didn't have anything to do with the fact that Jimmy was 20 minutes late today.
Sorry. I do apologize for that.
You're the best color man in the business.
It happens.
You gonna give your signature line?
Nobody's fucking listening anyway.
There we go.
Well, not that one. That's from.
That's a season 1 line right there.
That's a major league line.
Later, bitches.
See ya.
See ya. Bye. Hey, I'm still there.